Long day, Coach Jones. A lot of wrestling. Just finished up with Iran 5-3. Talk about this match and the day for Team USA.
Well, I mean, good morning. Obviously, disappointed about the evening. Just didn't do the little things that we needed to do to win.
Yeah, you had some really close matches that didn't go our way, and we also had some nice wins against Iran. Talk about the Humphrey match and maybe even this heavyweight match, which, again, those could have been matches that put you in the victory column.
Well, it's always a game of inches when you have two good teams, and we just got to be able to convert on those things. Nick being able to score, Tervel being able to work harder in that second period to get a score. Angel fighting harder for a point. I mean, we had to do other things, and we just didn't do them.
Iran's the best team in the world. Where's the U.S. stack up after seeing them out there in this atmosphere with this thing at stake?
Well, obviously they're ahead of us, right? They beat us. Wins and losses tell you that. But what I think, just a quick observation is I think we're making progress. I mean, it was 6-1 last year, 5-3 this year with a close two matches that could have went 5-3 our way. Tervel's match, 70 kilos. So we do the little things right. We turn that dual meet into a victory.
Talk a little bit about Clayton Foster. I mean, he was your choice. He's had a good winner, but he won a big one for the team.
Yeah, anytime, he's been beating guys like this. So to me, it's not a surprise. He's been beating World Olympic medalists from last year until now. I think he's just starting to come into his own, and real proud of his effort.
Jordan Burroughs looked like Jordan Burroughs tonight.
Yeah,
that was a tough Iranian, a guy he had in the finals last year at the Worlds.
Yeah, he widened that gap, right? 4-0 in the World Finals, this time 7-1. Kid never really threatened him. Jordan was able to, take charge of that bout right away. Probably had a middle of the bout where it was a little slower and then kind of finished it off at the end, but, he's our champ.
Brent Metcalf looked strong at the end when he needed it. Is this going to help him take that next step? He's always been a good international wrestler, but...
Well, Brent's tough, that's why he won that bout. That's probably the main thing we needed to do in the second period of most of those matches we didn't win is get tough. And Brent did that. He got tough and got the victory, just like Clayton.
Now, you got one more match in the pool tomorrow. Obviously, that would put you possibly in a third-place match. How's the team going to come back tomorrow after this Iran match?
Oh, they're going to come back tough. We're Americans. We always fight hard. I'm never worried about our effort. I just think, we got to regroup, get ready for the morning, and, be ready for Turkey.
Anything about having World Cup here and the crowd and the atmosphere? Is this something that we...
Well, it's great to be in LA. It's great to be in the United States. That's what we've been talking about for the last decade. And with Andy Barth last year, is that we need to host the World Cup. I think home court advantage is something we want. We needed to capitalize on it today. We didn't, but we're getting better.
Anyone else?
And Zeke, did you talk about at all about? I know you guys have been wrestling in Iran, and the whole political thing is sort of like an overlay to this. Do you guys talk about any of that at all?
No, we never talk about it. We want to wrestle. We don't. I mean, I know the rest of the world's paying attention to it. When we go out there, we're shooting double legs and trying to get gut wrenches. We're not thinking about what the political leaders are doing. We want to focus on our wrestling matches. Obviously, they're a great competitor, Iran, and we want to beat them, and they want to beat us. And they brought their best team, and that's they showed up to win, and they did tonight.
What do you think wrestling has to teach the world about this kind of thing? Genuinely, watching the Ukrainians and the Russians shake hands, watching you guys shake hands, wrestling has a real ethos. I'm not bullshitting you here.
Yeah, you can see it. Wrestling is the common bond in the world. If you look around the world, this is the sport that bonds the world together. I don't know of any other sport that has this many countries that have wrestling, and there's a certain amount of respect for a wrestler who bleeds out on the mat. We fight each other, but when we leave, we shake hands, and we knew because we were in the fight together that when we leave, we're friends.
Coach, a few months back, you guys had the Rumble on the Rails in New York City. The Iranians came, they brought their full team. How different was that matchup from today's matchup? Where were there improvements and where were there?
Well, if you look at it, I think we certainly closed the gap from that dual meet to this dual meet, but we didn't win, right? We didn't win. I think we're at a place now where that'll give us some confidence. I think the next time we wrestle them, I think we'll believe that we can beat them. But we're not going to do it if we don't do the little things. And we've got to do the little things. Fight for the center of the mat, control the tie-up, take charge of the whistle. Those are the things we talk about, and they beat us to the punch on those things.
Coach, do you think the Iranians are going to struggle against the Russians?
I don't know. Hard to say. They're both great teams.
Coach?
Real quick, I don't know if this is already brought up, but at 86 kilos, did you feel like that put momentum?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that earlier in that Clayton. That he's been beating guys like this since last year, so to me it's not a surprise. I definitely knew Clayton could win that bout. You could see he wrestled with a lot of heart. He was determined, right? I mean, when it got to gut check time, he decided he was going to win that bout, and he got tough and did it. So I'm not surprised. He's been beating a lot of the best guys in the world. Just you guys haven't seen it yet, now you have.
Coach, in the middle there were a couple of back-to-back wins that was indicating that the USA was making a comeback. What was going on in your head at that time?
When Iran had back-to-back?
No,
or less?
you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
when USA
well, we needed to get that 61 kilos, right? Reese was in the lead. He needed to close that bout. That was one of the bouts I was thinking, we get this one, we're in position to win. And, Reese just fell short. We talk about getting tough at the end of the bout, being able to stay in his stance, control the tie-up, not let him control the tie-up, get pushed off the mat. And that was a big, factor in the end of the bout. But then, 84, so we got 65, tough one at 70. I was counting on 70. Of course, 74, we got our champ at 84. We needed to get through that middle to be able to, to reel all those off to give us a chance to win. And, just like I said, we didn't get to do those little things we didn't do.
You guys got a team to get to right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
Question. Do you think?
Are they get them rounded up to the bus? I'll be there in a second.
Do you think the match tonight between Iran and the United States will improve the relationship with people of Iran and Iranian government, American government?
Well, I think there's always a mutual respect amongst the wrestlers between Iran and USA. I would think that our people, I hope, take the lead. Both American and Iranians take the lead to follow the wrestlers in good harmony.
Okay, guys, he's got to run. His team's waiting on him.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Can you take the credentials up? Hey guys, move. All right, thanks. Here we go. One more.